Hey Tom. Hey Michael. Man, I used my tubes for a different pen. Uh, I gotta find me some tubes. Let's see what I got in here. I only got one tube in that. I need to order me some spare tubes. Oh me. I'm still half asleep. Still trying to wake up. Hey Jan. Thank you, Tom. Well, I better get my coffee out of the way. Yeah, I'm out here early today before the heat hits. It's already 84 in here, but to me it's comfortable. I don't know what the Celsius for 84 is. So. Let me see what I got. I look a little crooked, but adjust you a little bit. Hello, Tina. Hello, Francis. Get my board back up here. Let me see. You know what? I better pan out a little bit. I think that'd be good. All right, this is the one I painted. I painted the tube holes yesterday. Great mesh. Let me see if that paint changed the whole. No. Did that one a little bit, but it'll be fine. May put my glue protector on. Yeah, I need to get it done before I go to breakfast, because I go to breakfast at Waffle House, and this is for somebody there. Plus, it's supposed to be hot as hell today, so it don't work too well when you gotta wipe your eyes every 5 seconds when it's hot out here. I think my glue's getting old. I don't know if I can hold this. I got so much glue on my gloves. Come on, glue. And my glue done had it. Oh, there it comes. Oh man, I can't hold it there. I got too much glue on my gloves. I might have to put a new glove on. Yeah, I'm gonna get glue on my fingers anyway. Man. I hear the cicadas out there making noise. Oh, come on. There's glue. There's a lot in here, but I think it's because I'm trying to force it all through that little hole. Yeah, I'm gonna put another glove on. I can't work with this one. Rain, yeah. I'm glad we're not having rain right now. Thing is, when it rains here in the summer and the rain stops, it's so humid afterwards that your body feels like it's still raining because you sweat so much. Here, let me cut off, make the hole a little bigger. See if that helps any. Yeah, I think my glue's getting old. There it comes. Yeah, that helped a little bit. Whoopsie. Butterfinger. I just want to make sure that hole was still in there. Oh, it feels like it's got more of a gap in it. RJB, yeah, I follow him every once in a while. He makes a lot of inlaid pins, different pins like that. But you pick up some ideas from him, Michael? Looky there, looky there. That's from yesterday. That's my homemade blower. Yeah, I'm gonna send these down to get them, send it down to the tube. Yeah, you probably got so many ideas you don't know where to start. Yeah, I'm still half asleep. I don't know what I'm doing. That ain't what I want. Yeah, I'm at 565. Oh, let me switch you over here. Oh man, I gotta unplug it for a minute. All right, we're gonna blank for a minute. Oh yeah, that should be all right. Ooh, I got that one real crooked. Let me zoom in a tad. You see the gap in it because it's I cut it crooked. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, I should have cleaned up, but hi, Sizzler. I'm not putting that much pressure. Let me bump it up a little. I'm at 745. I never noticed it bogging down that much before. Am I putting that much pressure on it? Hi, Perry. Thanks for the gold. I don't know if you can see. Still got a little bit. Here, let me try some on the thing itself. It's like catching. It's almost there. When you hear the tone change, you know I'm there. I think, ooh, I got a whole bunch on that side. That sucks. Is that some of the paint? Got about a mile to go. I don't send out many super chats. I do it when I watch Saturday morning cartoons, the Jake Thompson's channel. I usually send a super chat to pick a color. for his resin pours. But like I said yesterday, I had to go to a funeral, so I couldn't watch the show. But he did a turning yesterday instead of pouring resin. Every now and then I'll get a wild hair and send a super chat. Yeah, I should be getting paid pretty soon. I broke 100 on my YouTube, so I should be getting a check pretty soon. I don't know when they'll send it, but yeah, I picked up a few more subscribers yesterday. Yeah, my sandpaper getting wore out. Here, let me see if I can find it. Oh, me. Me. Got everything. I got everything disorganized. Yeah, I found it. I found it. I found it. I've been using 80 grit. Ooh, I got two more. Oh, okay. I thought that was split, but it was split from before. Let me see if that helps any. I think it will. I think it will. Let's see, which one was I working on now? That one. Here we go. I just had a lot of excess on this one, so it's taking a little longer. Well, I've been trying to change my membership lower, but it won't let me change it. I see some people doing 99 cents, but mine won't let me. Mine won't let me go below 199. I don't know how to do it. And then again, I don't use a computer. I use my phone, but I do the website version. Maybe I need to break out my laptop and check it out. Yeah, but I got a lot of guest members, so I don't know if they really watch or not. Alright, yeah, that helped. It's about there now. I've only done one. Let me do it that way. Let me switch it back. Let me blow off all this fine dust. Had to get a drink of coffee. Yeah, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna take that one off. Oh man, I keep forgetting. I have my I think I got all my bushings in here. Got a little bit of glue in there. There, that popped it out. That one didn't, but I'm gonna run through anyway. Yes. That was way high. Whoops, come on now. Try it right there. Let me put some of my candle on there. Alright, let me get a drink of coffee. I'm fixing to put my shield on. Alright, let's see, please. Chicken tacos. Alright, let's rock and roll. Let me crank her up. 28.55. Alright, yeah, this is an acrylic plank, by the way. I took some of the edge off. I'm gonna, once I do this, I'm gonna switch to my square. Let me zoom you in a little bit. We'll try to zoom you in a little bit. And then adjust this. Yeah, I can plug the phone back in now. Yeah, I just got another drink of coffee. I'm gonna get that out of the way for a moment. Yeah, that was hopefully. Nothing like the smell of acrylic in the morning. The sun went behind the clouds. I thought somebody was coming up to the shop. It's very rough looking. It's rough. Well, I'm gonna call this one off. I don't like that. I'm gonna go over here. I think I went down further on that one. Let me see if my big brush will get it. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Amy. Hello, Nicholas. Uh-oh. Y'all planning on getting together? What I missed? Picking it out. Take a bigger bite that time. That's right. Alright, this one I'm gonna hit head on. Let's Right now it's looking pretty yucky. Oh, I need to retire this year, but I don't know where I'm going to get the extra money because I'm going to need it. And $100 every 3 months from YouTube ain't enough. Yeah, if I didn't sell my pen so cheap, I could make some money. Let me clean up some of this so it don't grab a hole. Alright, I'm switching back to my negative rake. The square one. Well, let me try it around. It don't seem like it wants to bite. That one either. Let's try the traditional one. Okay. Yeah, I got this end a little smaller, so I'm trying to catch up to it. Yeah, it keeps blocking my view. Whoopsie, I went off the edge. That made me jump. Yeah, let me work on this one a little bit. It's starting to look a little different. I'm gonna do a rotate on this. I haven't rotated it in a while. If I can find my little thingamajiggy. There it is. There it is. Man, I'm just need to wake up. I put a gap in it. I took it out of my hand. I still got a little dip in the middle. I got that one back on track. See what I could do with negative rate. Yeah, let me turn this one. I haven't turned it yet. It may make a difference. Alright, let's see what happens. I want to measure that and see where it's at. I'm at, I think I'm going to go down to 13 millimeters. Alright, I'm just curious what it looks like. It's at 13.7. Yeah. 13.7, and then put a little more pressure there. That's why it was squealing like that. 13.1. 13.3. And then alright, let me take this one down a little bit. Alright, now I'm gonna work on the ends. Get them down a little bit. Alright, let me stop and look at it. I made I think that one's good. What we got? I don't. I guess most of the time, but I measured this one. I stopped at 13. So I'm not sure what it's at now. It's probably at 12 something. Look. No, it's at 13 too. I thought I took it down to 13. Yeah. It's just the ends, I took it down to the bushing. So this I'm going to work on shaping the ends. I think I'm going to do the left side first. Let my lathe catch up here. There we go. I'm gonna keep that hump out of it right there. Still got an overlap there. Yeah, I'm hitting it with the point and then just rolling it a little to straighten it. I was using the regular one. Still got a little bit of a lip there. I just can't see too well on this side. Yeah. My last drop of coffee. Oh, it's on the bush in there. That's 13.1. That's 12.5 there, but I'm gonna take it down to the bushing. get more at the angle here and roll it. Let me straighten it out a little bit here. See, I don't know how good you can see it right here, but I painted the tube hole so it's kind of white looking in there instead of seeing the brass, but that white kind of matches this chatoyance on there, so it should come out pretty nice. Took that shield off. Let me blow this off. Let me put my board in here to keep my measurement where I want it. I'm going to put the plastic tubes on there. So I used 3 of those. I gotta use 4 of these because I've got to double it up here in the middle so I could get both tubes. And that is a little bit. Let me crank it in that way. I've got some new sanding pads. I'm going to try them out. If I could find the right 12 to... There's 5 to 6, 400, 320. That's what I need. So, let me get my alcohol. I'm at 560, so I'm gonna start at 320. These you can use wet or dry. It seemed like I wanted to get the end there. Let me see what this brush does here. That does alright. So I'll wipe off what I can of the dust, and then I'll alcohol the rest off. And then we look at it and see what we got. Alright, I'm going to do 400. Yeah, I think I'm going to like these pads. I guess if I scrape them off afterwards, it'll do better. Now this one says 5 to 600, so I guess they didn't want to do a 500, so they made it in between. It is sanding it pretty good. Alright, I'm going to put these away in order. But yeah, it goes up to 3,000. I just stick them in a freezer bag. Yeah, just put it in my little baggie. I don't think I wiped off in between, did I? Yeah, buddy, that's coming along nicely. Hey, Tim. Hello, Pat. Who else is jumping in here? Oh, hey, old Pat. Where you been, old Pat? Oh, I want to do my steel wool. See if I still got alcohol on that. Yeah, I got a little bit. Wow, look at that. Purdy, purdy. Well, I'm out of coffee, but I got me some green tea. Oh, Lordy. You got it under control? Whoops. About broke my neck. I tripped over my chop saw. Oh, Lordy. I was doing some hopping there. All right. Oh. Have you been to the doctor about it? Oh, come on now. Grippy, grippy. What the hell do I have in that? I don't know what that is. It's like discolored. Huh. Hey, Jeff. Huh. Yeah, they do. They do some pretty good stuff with lasers now and then. Yeah, I had, let's see, was it 2021? I had diverticulitis and They removed. They didn't remove some of my colon. They removed the infection out of it, and man, that was painful. I was doubled over for a while, and that was during COVID, so my wife couldn't come into the hospital with me, and they put me in MRI machine, and had a little TV screen that they worked on, and I guess sucked it out with just with a needle, because I don't have any kind of incision or anything, and told me to start taking fiber. So I've been doing that, and that fiber is making me bloated, stay bloated all the time. But I guess I'd rather be bloated than have that pain. But they said if it comes back, they're going to take a section of my colon out, and I'm trying to keep that from happening. Hey, I don't even know how to say your name. Highback? Highback? How do you say your name anyway? Yeah, I want a pin from Highback Heritage Woodworks. Oh, it is called Highback. Okay. Yeah, you're my Colorado dude, ain't you? My is it Johnsville or Johnston? I don't remember what that is out there. It's over by Greeley, ain't it? Johnson's Corner. That's it. Back in my old neck of the woods. Well, it was close to my neck of the woods. I have relatives in Greeley still, so yeah. I moved away from Colorado in 2006, I believe. I moved to Mississippi, or as we say here, Mississippi. Yeah, when I started working in Colorado, I was going through a temp agency, and they would give me all these shit jobs. And then I finally got a temp to hire job in Fort Collins, and it was at a molding factory. So I was a machine operator. I collected the parts the machine produced. Then I told them, I said, hey, I wanna set these machines up and do what they're doing. So they put me in a program, and we had a bunch of small molds. They let me, with small molds with small jobs. I would set them up, run them, and then put the next one in and do the same. And then I started setting up the big ones, because our biggest machine was a 300-ton machine. And in that machine we did like those I don't know what you call it, those tubes that when you go to the bank it sends to the air to the air tube. We did some of those. We did stuff for Hewlett Packard, like the front bezel on some of their test equipment, the feet, the back bezel. I think HP was, we had a HP in Fort Collins, I think. Yeah, we did. I don't know. I don't think it was a cell phone. It may have been it was some kind of phone case, the front and back. Did keychains. Did little pull tabs for PC boards or circuit boards. The little tabs that they have on them to pull them out. But when I moved here, I worked one place here in Galloway, Tennessee. They did all medical stuff, you know, like the wash tubs, the urinals, the cups, the false teeth bowls, you name it, they did it. And these were all machines with robots on them. The robots pulled the parts off, and then the operator trimmed them and stacked them and everything. But I didn't put the molds in. I just kept the machines running, and then they laid me off there. Yeah, I lived in that trailer park on 14. Uh, I think it was right past the interstate. I think I forget the name of that trailer park, but I lived there, and I lived in a duplex too in town on Scott Street. I think I was in a duplex for a while, and then we wanted something bigger. Cortez, yeah, I haven't been to La Junta since, you know, I was born there, but I've never been back there. But before I moved here, my neighbor was from La Junta, and I guess they went back, and he took a picture of the hospital that I was born in, and it's closed down now. I thought that was pretty, but that was wild to have my neighbor be from where I was born. And then you know, because I lived in a RV park, and then my other neighbor, he was from Texas, and I got to know him pretty good. And then his brother came over, and I worked with his brother in Galloway. I said, I'll be damned. This is a small world. You never know how you're connected to somebody else. Yeah, I I was so small in La Junta, I don't remember anything, but I saw pictures of my dad had thousands and thousands of chickens, and that was pretty wild to see. You weren't born in Toadsuck, Arkansas, were you? I'm just playing. I see that sign every time I drive through. Every time I drive through on 40, I think it's 40. I'm gonna put my mojo on there. That's why I call it. Yeah, when I lived in Fort Collins, the levee broke, And I had this creek that, you know, it went under the street and came behind my house. And my old lady at the time, she worked night shift. She come home. She goes, "We're flooding." I said, "I don't see nothing." So we walked up the street, and the water was, you know, falling. So we went to the house, started putting everything up kind of high. And I was more worried about the back because the creek was back there. But the water went on both sides of us. And it came up to the bottom of my door. You know, a little bit of the water came in. It came up, and my wife's car was in the driveway. I was parked on the street, and it came inside the doors of my car, and I had a stick shift, and it locked up my transmission. So I drained the transmission, and it looked like milk. But I drained it out and put new transmission fluid in there. It started working again. But that was freaky. The fire department came cruising down the street. "Y'all want out?" I said, "No, it's going down now. If y'all came earlier, I probably would have went with you." But that was my flood experience. So anytime I see a lot of rain, I kind of freak out a little bit because, yeah, I set my speakers up. I have some big speakers. I set them up. I don't know what I put them up on. I got them off the floor. But yeah, I was fine. It wiped out this one trailer park, and I was finding loaves of bread, jars of mayo, and stuff like that in my yard that I had to clean up. So that trailer park's not there anymore. It wasn't about 10 or 12 trailers, I think, but they were like down in a slope. All right, let me get that off here, and I'm gonna clean the ends off because I couldn't get all the polish off. Let's see if you can get a closer peek at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I love these blanks. I get them from woodturnings.com. I think these are like $4.10 a piece. Not counting the shipping. Shipping's about $8. $8 something, I think, or $9. So it's better to order 2 or 3 things. But I think I ordered this. And then this pull tab thing. I needed something to fit in that blank because it already had the insert in it. Alright, I'm just a babbling here. Thank you, man. I get my exercise cranking this lathe handle there. Okay, I know I pulled you out, or did I? I may not have. No. Yeah, I assembled mine on the lathe. Because I mean, you could buy these, but I made these out of Delrin, or acetal. Delrin is a brand. Acetal is the material. And I also turned some of this, or molded stuff out of these at that place. And this stuff, it melts at lower temperatures, but it's hard as a rock. But I was told it when you burn it, it puts off formaldehyde, and this stuff likes to when you're shooting it in the molds, the tip of the nozzle likes to freeze off. And then a lot of times when you back it off, it'll blow up. It'll blow and shoot that out. And I don't know if you could. I got scars on that hand where it shot on my hand. I was supposed to be wearing a hot glove, but I didn't, like a dummy, and it shot all over my hand. And you can't pull it off. I think I stuck my hand in the our drainage bucket. You know, when we because we run water through the molds to keep the mold at a certain temperature, and I dip my hand in that bucket until it hardened. But yeah, that was painful. This one, it didn't scar, but I got burned with hot water on that one, and I was like this. I was freaking out. Trying to think what. Okay, let's see how this, it don't match up any kind of way though, but I cut them apart from each other. That should have a little. How do I want to do it? I don't think I'm in the camera. It don't match. Why don't it match? I cut them apart from each other. I'm just gonna put together and let it be. I don't know. I want all this in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna put the nib in right there. I think I'm gonna lock that down there to leave it further out. I'm gonna move my camera. Oh, I gotta put it back up there. Dan, which Dan's in here? Hey Dan, Dan the man with the plan. Alright, which way is zoom? This way? I'll kind of leave that loose so that I could turn it. Uh-oh, it went dark on me. There we go. I just wanted y'all to see this part here. It's got a tiny, tiny, tiny overlap, but not enough to make a difference. Alright, I'm going to, I forgot to pull that little goober off there. I'm going to size it up here. If I can find the camera. So I say this camera is at like my chin level. And so it's hard. And then, there, I may hit that line and see what it looks like. And I'm gonna have to move that back a little bit. Okay, that lined up easier than it's done for me in a while. Yeah, you can see it. I'm gonna take it to that line and give her a test fit. There, it was stuck there for a minute. It didn't want to turn. It's like, what? I think that's enough out of there. Or should I? Let me bump it just a hair. Let me bump it a hair. I don't know if I did anything or not. I don't have nothing to go by anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Go ahead and put the itty bitty ring on there. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Wow. That was way off. I should have just scooted that. Let me turn it around so I ain't pushing in that little divot there. There, it took a hole. And if you notice, I didn't put the clip on yet. it screws apart. So I could align this clip a lot easier. I'm gonna put it on this, put it on that bare side. All right, let me switch my camera back so I can see what I'm doing. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Well, so I can see too, I guess. Let me, if I adjust on that plate. I don't know, I don't wanna, look at that. Gotta tighten that. This one screws off too. I gotta remember to tighten it. Yeah. Alright, that's one pretty ass pen. But if you see right here, where it's kind of whitish, and you probably see it here too. If I didn't paint that white, you would be seeing brass through it right here. So it paid off. But I used white. If I would have used black or a darker color, then the pen would have been so dark. But this way it came out very nice. Alright, Old Path, if you're still in here. I got your little man there. Let me make him look at the camera. There you go. Let me scroll up. I didn't scroll back up. Oh, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, this one, I know she's gonna like. Oh, she don't come to work till 2 o'clock today. But the one I turned last night, it was 4 this morning. Speaking of that, I think I'm gonna go in, take a shower, and go eat. Hello, Pat. And if nobody's on tonight or later on, I'm gonna turn that one. I got the tubes in it already. I just got to sand it down a little bit and start turning. It's gonna be a slimline kit too, but that's a blank. It's a blank from Old Path that I put some brass in and some resin, some less resin. I love the smell of their resin. Okay. Yeah. Well, video it. You could video it in private if you like the way it came out. Then you could air it. You could do it as a premiere or as a video. Yeah, some things I record. I just record, and then if I like the outcome, then I post it as a video. All right. And if you do a live, I'll try to watch it. If not, I'll save it and watch it later. But I'll watch it. I got one of you that I need to watch yet. Hi, Crab. I didn't see you pop in here. Yeah. I mean, I'm a dude, but I like purple too. That's a cool looking pen. But they make these in red, green, blue, with this type of pattern in it. And the red really pops. I like Opath. This was the other thing Opath gave me, and it's magnetic. Here, I'll show you what I keep doing. Whoops. Don't look at that when you click it. I have it sitting there, and I keep forgetting it's on there. When I go to grab this, it falls off. But what I do, I take it off, stick it there while I'm using that. Since I have no space. But that was on my lathe, and I couldn't take my tailstock off, so I took it off so I could take the tailstock off. I think the only time I had to take it off, I did that. I think I was working on that pepper mill when I had to take it off for some reason. I don't know. I did take it off before now, but yeah, it's like I think I had to take it off because I kept hitting it when I was trying to do it in the pepper mill. I kept hitting it with the chisel. See ya, radar. Oh, I missed something here. All right, that's all I got for now. Like I said, maybe later I may turn that other one. If I don't do it, I'll probably do it tomorrow. 'Cause I usually do it, turn it on Monday or Tuesday if nobody's on. All right, peace out, y'all.